Hi everyone, my name is Juan Eraso. I'm a senior .NET developer currently working for GTK Static Technologies, and today we're going to present something related to Sitecore and with the templates. We're going to talk about Sitecore Branch Templates, which is one of the most useful tools that Sitecore has to start working with different structures, different scenarios that you can get into this work, right? When you're trying to work with different sites or e-commerce services, or you're trying to develop a landing page, then this is really helpful when it comes to create structures that you can reuse and you can actually use in all the pages. So first, we're going to talk about what is branch templates. Sitecore branch templates are a powerful feature in Sitecore. Is a little content management systems. They allow developers and content editors to create reusable sets of items, including their structure, fields, and predefined content. This is especially useful for maintaining consistency and efficiency when creating similar sections or components across the website. So this means you can create reusable components between your pages and between your items on your Sitecore instance. That is what it's useful for. We can imagine like structures that can be reused in different scenarios, right? Like, what is this? What is going to bring into your Sitecore instance? Well, it will be bringing consistency. It means that you will have some specific items, and you're not gonna repeat those items in all the pages. That means you don't have to create them again. You only will create them once, right? Then it will bring you efficiency, because as you're not working more, that means you're faster, right? That's what it brings you. Reusability and versioning, right? If you're trying to create a new component, and then it means you had different scenarios or different versions of this component, then you can actually stack that into different branches. That's also another useful key that you can use on this presentation. But in order to understand how it works, we need to do an example. We need to do a live demo because it's really useful. So first, I'm going to explain what's the structure that we're going to follow, right? As we know, we see everything in Sitecore as items. So for this demo, I'm showing this structure, right? You can see this is like a main box, which I name it main container. Then there's another little box, which is the child container. You have two of them, and then that child container has its own sub-child container, right? So it's three levels that you had to work on the three, right? So main container, child container, sub-child container. You can see a little example of the tree right in the next other image right here. You have main container, your child, in this case child 1, child 2, and then you have your sub-child container. Usually what would you do is just go into Sitecore and then insert each of the templates one by one, right? But in this case, I'm going to show you how we can use branch templates for that, and how we can use this feature to work less and be more efficient. So we're going to start on that. I'm going to end this presentation and we're going to go into our Sitecore instance. We're going to go ahead here, and for this demo I have prepared some templates, which the one you saw, right? I just named them the same. I have my main container. I'm just gonna move this to last, just select that. Main container, child container, and sub-child container. For each of them I added some properties that you can choose. As you can see here, main container will have a title, description. Then child container will have an image and a description, and sub-child container will also have a subtitle and a sub-description, right? So in order to make this happen, we need to go actually move into templates, and there is some specific option here which is called branches, and right here I had created under project folder, which is this is a regular standard you might follow, the branch templates demo, which is will be your folder for today. And we're going to create a new branch. You have to right click this and then create new branch. Okay, so it just opened, right? Right here you will see your structure of templates, basically your tree of templates. So as we mentioned, we need to have our main container at the top. That will be our main container. So I'm gonna open the project here, templates, and we're gonna wait until loads so we can add it right now. We go into branch templates demo, then we select main container. Good. As you can see, I have my branch here, which is main container. Now, I can go ahead and inside of my main container, define how many childs I will have. So based on the structure we saw on the presentation, we will have 2 childs. So I'm gonna go open child container, and I'm gonna insert my child container. Okay, I just got it now. Good. So now we're going to do, and I'm going to insert again another child container, which I'm gonna name it differently because usually when you had this, you will name your every child with a different name so you can identify them based on your standards. So I would just child container number 2. Just gonna put number 2 just for this example. And I'm gonna add that, right? So I had now the structure of my main container, then I have a child container, and another child container. So I have one level and then I have another level down. So in order to continue, we see we need to add another level between the childs because it has own description and it has its own subtitle. So we're gonna go again, go into branch template and select subchild the container. We're gonna insert this, and there we go. So we have the 3 levels now: main container, child container, and then subchild container. We're going to do the same for the second child. Just gonna select this, as I'm not going to have that many. I'm just gonna set the same name, and there we go. So here we have a structure of a content. So this is useful whenever you want your clients to get a specific structure of your content, and you don't want them to modify that because the specific template might be an approach to that specific scenario. And also, if you want to adapt your HTML or your front end, right, that it can get as many childs or as many subchilds, this option is very useful, right? So you can actually add as many childs as you want since the beginning, and you're telling the client, okay, this is the container you need to insert, and there will be everything. So let's go and insert our branch template that we just created, right? So for that, we're going to go here in the home project. I have little data source folder that I've been using for other demos, but for now we're going to use it. And for now I'm going to insert from template. You can insert that, you can actually select this in the insert options on data source folder, but for now we'll just insert them from the template. So in this case, we're going to go to templates, branches, project, main container, as that's the name that we just select. Boom, there it is. So I have my structure, my entire structure just added to my content. Really easy, really fast. I don't have to really go into each of the template and then insert one by one. I just did it once when I created the template. And if you can see, I can go inside of my main container and add the title, the description that we just defined on our templates. It will be the same for our for the child container. I have my image and my description, and I have my other child as well. and the subchild container that has its own subtitle and subdescription. So this is a really easy way of how to reuse your structures and components on different pages. Like for example, if there's will be any scenario that I will need this container again, I'm just going to go here and add them again. I'm just gonna go main container section 2, and it is already there. I already work on the structure, I already work on the items, I don't have to add them one by one again, and it will save you a lot of time, and it will be more useful and efficient by working on this with branch templates. Alright, so I hope you like this. It is a good practice to use this. You can use many implementations depending on what is the project that you're working on, but this will be the class for today, the demo for today. I hope everything's clear. If not, you can leave the comments below, and thank you everyone.